I'm Michelle from Legal Suite, and in this webinar we are going to discuss communicating with parties from the address book, sending a fax. Now, I know that not many people still use faxes anymore, but a lot of us still do have fax to email. Okay, so we're going to go into the address book because we are communicating from the address book. And please note that for the purposes of this webinar, I'm using a party that I have already created. Right, so I'm going to find the party with whom I'm going to communicate by means of fax, highlight it in the address book, and I'm going to click on the little fax icon over here. Now, please note you obviously need a fax number inserted. If you don't have a fax number inserted, the program will pop up and say, what is this party's fax number? And if you fill it in, it will update the entry in the address book. Right, so effectively what will happen is I will click on the fax icon and the program will then garner information from the entry, load my letterhead, and present it merged in Word on my taskbar. So if we just wait for that to happen. Right. Okay, let's just click it again. A little bit slow. And there we go. Okay, so what the program has done, it has brought up my letterhead, it has dated my letter, it has addressed it to my client, and I am just going to manually attend to my line spacing because I do prefer mine to appear in a fairly particular way. So the program has picked up the fax number of the party, and it has also picked up the salutation that we inserted in the party's entry. Now, at heading, we would need to change this to whatever the content of our letter is. Please note that as we are drafting this from the address book, the program has no point of reference with what to insert in the heading of your letter. So let's say we are requesting, oopsie, okay, and we can then type the body of our letter, of our fax. See? Oh. And then just clean up the footer in whichever way you prefer. So effectively what we've done is we've created a Word document which you will now simply save. As you can see at the top of the screen here, the document already has a letter, a heading, which means that the program has saved it for you. And this will save to the document log in the address book. Now, if you were doing this from a matter, the program would save it to the document log for the matter. So from here, you would print the fax out, go off to your fax machine, and off you would send it. And here you can see it is presented on my letterhead. Right, so I click on Save. I can exit MS Word, and I will be returned to the program. And if we go to the document log, which is the little yellow folder, you will see that the program has now embedded the fax into the document log, and I can then recall that at any time in order to make any amendments.